Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final week of the course. Congratulations, you made it. Almost. So, I am a little delayed in getting this video out to you, and that's simply because of the Canada Day long weekend. I took some time off. Also, I had some corporate tax returns to get done with the June 30th deadline for December 31st year ends. So, I was working on that. Um, in terms of what's coming up in this final module, you probably have already started, so you're well aware. It's a lot of financial decision making. It kind of capstone module. It brings everything back to square one, where the whole intention was to have tools that we can use to improve decision making um, and do a better job as HR professionals. So, assignment three will very much um, challenge you in that respect. You're taking a lot of content from the course and you're applying it, right? So, in terms of the worksheet, the income statement balance sheet should not be too difficult. The new um, concept, which we're focusing on, is very much the cash flow statement in this one. So, it'll challenge you for sure, as I mentioned. But the good news is I don't mark too harshly, right? So you want to make sure that try to do a decent job on it. There's some parts of it which are actually very difficult to get correct, like interest expense accumulated for together. But again, I'm not too harsh with it. I'm more looking about. I'm looking for the way you think and you explain, right? So there will be some questions as well. Um, if you look at the assignment three, we'll go in more detail in during office hours tomorrow, but you can see the question number two. It asks you for an investment in a machine. So after you complete the financial, the spreadsheet, you can make that decision, and your explanation is important. Then question three will ask you about financial ratios, and that's probably a more flexible question. You can figure out which financial ratios you want to use. And this part two as well, which hones in on a training program, right? If it's worthwhile to have a training program. So, like I said, we'll go over this in more detail in office hours. I'll give you some tips. If you've already started and you're feeling like it's a bit challenging, not to worry. Like I said, give it your honest effort. You probably have enough marks to pass the course already. I don't mark it overly harshly, but this is the most challenging assignment of the bunch. So we're finishing with a bang here. I want to wrap up with one last point. Um, it's the end of the course, so it's a little bit challenging now to give you more time. I've been very flexible throughout the course, but I warned you, end of week eight will kind of be like a hard deadline. So try to have your work submitted by the deadline this time. Um, there will be a little bit of a grace period because it's going to take me some time to mark the submission. So if you really need like 3 extra days, that's totally fine. I will make sure that I leave at least that much time to submit the final marks until let's say Wednesday morning maybe. Um, but I do want to get the final marks in a timely fashion. So if you feel like you're way behind and you need way more time, like maybe a week extra, send me an email. That way, I will not finalize your mark. Right, I'll probably submit it, but I won't finalize it, and I'll just let the office know that this mark will be changing, and that way everybody else can get their marks on time. So just do me that courtesy, and then I should be able to give you some extra time. But other than that, it makes life a lot easier for everybody, right? The office, myself, and also probably you to have your final mark submitted and have it done with, rather than have to go back and change it. So yeah, have some fun with that. I know it's challenging, and try not to worry too much because I don't expect you to get everything 100% correct. Um, I mark it pretty leniently, like I have everything in the course. Thank you for being my students. I've had a great time this semester. I hope you have enjoyed the course as well. Remember that if you do have suggestions for improvement or just want to give feedback in general, there will be a survey, right? So you'll get a chance to respond to feedback or respond to how the course was run and give feedback at the end of the course. It is anonymous, right? So don't worry about maybe the marks haven't been submitted yet. So you're thinking maybe it might impact my mark. No, the survey is 100% anonymous. I don't get the results myself. They go to the office and then they send me a um, summarized report of uh, what was communicated as a whole, right? As a whole in your feedback. So yeah, that's really helpful. Keep that in mind if when you decide to do the survey or not. It does help improve the course. So thank you for doing that in advance. All right, bye for now.